so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys are not missing out, especially we got, 5K giveaways. We have a lot of fun up here. We're going to be talking about some plays, even some, that have come back to life, and then some that just like kind of went back down and stuff. We got them up on the ticker. We got the 5K giveaway that we're going to be also doing as well. I like the new background that they did right here for Restream. But right now, we're seeming to have like the market almost bounce back, man. It's looking really good. I'm sure that you guys are feeling pretty excited considering that, hey, it hasn't been that fun lately. The market's been testing everybody. But right now, man, I was looking at this right before going live. I was like, whoa, where's Saphir at? Look at this. Big bounce back. What is going on with that, right? So super bullish on seeing the market starting to come back to life. And honestly, it was like late last night. It was like pulling back kind of ugly. And then boom, today we have this massive just like pump right now that's going on. So we got some people saying it's because of this right here. Bitcoin rebounds amid Japan's regulatory shift, JP, and BlackRock's London launch. So this is another instance of like, what? No way we were talking about somebody's bringing up the Bitcoin rainbow chart. Hold on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. How's the sound, by the way, everybody? Let me know. GM, welcome in, Sonia. Man, we got such a great community pulling up. Let's have fun on this stream. We are going to be doing another giveaway. I got the BNB ready. All the winners have already been paid. They finally CTO'd Bitcoin. I like that, right? But this is what they're saying, hey, could be going, what, here in the green? What's going on here? What are they talking about? So let's see. Despite optimism, 24-hour volume, minus 18% signal, cautious demand. Main level to watch is 113, 200 moving day average. This is the one we pay attention to all the time. We are ready to moon, man. I am ready to moon. I can tell you that right now, everybody. I mean, this is a friendly show, so we're not mooning right now, but boy, if we get on the moon, we might it might get crazy on this stream, everybody. What's up? We got Delatoshi in the house as well. Welcome in, everybody. We got that 5K giveaway, which I'm going to be sending you guys more BNB. I'm doing my best to get you guys in this 5K giveaway. It's up to you guys what you guys do with the BNB that I give away later on. We'll be doing the winner's wheel because we are on OBS to make sure that things run smoothly today and not have no hiccups like yesterday on StreamYard. But winner's wheel, we'll go over the winner's wheel today and stuff. And then, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with the winner's wheel. We'll give away some BNB. And then, sounds good. Perfect. Let's go. All right. So we got a little bit of a bounce back in the market looking really good. $3.8 trillion in the overall crypto market cap. I mean, that's looking a lot better. That 3.6 was like, no, stop. It was like 3.77, and then it was 3.72, 3.7. I was like, stop it. 3.6, stop. It just kept playing with us, right? But right now, I mean, steady, bounce back. It's going right back towards that $4 trillion market cap. And this is where I was saying it was looking ugly. This is like 3.6, 3.5 something. Oh my God, that's just ugly. But now we're seeing it go back past this, 4 trillion. And you see, every time we break past this 4 trillion, the markets get green. So, the fact that we're 3.82 trillion and we're not that far away from when things were just super exciting. I mean, hey, we got to take what we can get at this moment right now, right? The markets are the market. So we got BTC back at 113, almost about to hit 114, which we're going to dive into. We got ETH just over 4K, about to hit 4,100. Guess what? Tether's at $1, fam. Go figure. Holding strong, holding strong at $1 Tether as usual, right? Nice and stable, but really holding third place. And BNB has fallen back quite a bit from its overall market cap as far as, taking that third spot back to back when it was fighting against Tether right here for that third spot. But BNB right here, I mean, over $1,100, looking really strong, looking really good, looking like it wants to turn right back around. BNB is not that far away from price discovery all over again. So just know that when you really zoom out, it's actually more bullish than anything. That was like, it wasn't a nasty correction. Yes, it was not just a normal correction. It was a nasty correction. But, BNB is at $1,112. Next, we CTO tether. I'm down with that, right? We could just print that nonstop. That one's easy. But BNB looking really good, really impressive. We got XRP starting to look like it's finding a floor right here. The last 24 hours, 2.5%. Solana trying to get over that $200 mark, that psychological barrier. But let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We also got SUI at 267. It's actually picking up a little bit, over 3% in the last 24 hours. So we're seeing a lot of things just kind of pop up out of nowhere in the last 24 hours. Same thing with Zcash right now and a few other ones. If you look on the 24-hour basis, not the weekly, you're seeing quite a bit of the market just kind of pick up out of nowhere, which is really nice to see. Let me close some of these apps. We got Zack Attack up in here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right, cool. Let's jump right into BTC and see what we got going on, fam. Okay, we got that 200 moving average. Let's go to this daily chart. Still no buy signal on this daily chart, right? And we're working for it. I mean, we're grinding for this buy signal on this daily chart, and we know when we get this buy signal on the daily chart, it's really good. I mean, yeah, maybe it's for a few days, maybe it's for 7 days. Heck, maybe it's even for more days than that. Right here, we got a buy signal, right? Buy signal. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days that are green basically after that one, right? So, waiting for a buy signal on the higher time frame is not a bad idea, fam. Okay, it's not like you're not missing out on anything. You're going through the same market shakeouts. You're going through the same volatility. You're just getting a really good entry that is, makes you feel really calm. So right now, looking for, that buy signal on the daily chart is what we're looking for on BTC. Is looking like it wants to. How is it going to print that buy signal? Well, we talked about this yesterday. It needs to break this 200 moving average, right? What's nice is on this daily, it's holding the 200. So that's bullish, right? Because, the 200 moving average is this red line right here. If you guys are new to the channel, it says red line, and it's creating this green cloud. And the 200 moving average is the biggest bear bull indicator. So the fact that on the daily we're holding the 200, that's good. We still got to break the 50, and we got to print some daily buy signals. But the 4 hours where it's telling us, hey, this is what we're really working against. This is what we're trying to break past so we can see where BTC can go. So if BTC, this is the 4-hour chart. We just printed this green candle, nice healthy green candle on the chart, looking really good. If it can break this 200 moving average, we're going to get that buy signal on the daily chart. Where is it going to go up to? Well, the upper valley range is right here at 117. 117, right? So breaking this 200 moving average is what we need to do. If we start to lower these time frames, here we go. The 3-hour chart, what is it trying to do? Break that 200 moving average. It's above the 50. We got buy signals. If it breaks that, we start getting some more buy signals on that daily chart. The 2-hour, and this is probably why we're seeing some of this momentum kind of pick up right now. This is why multi-time frame analysis is so important, because you're going to be like, what the heck is going on? Why is it pumping out of nowhere right now? What's going on? Profit Bear, what's up? What's up, bro? Definitely check that Telegram, bro. I got something cool that I definitely want to offer to you guys because I really rock with you guys. I think it's something really cool. And all of you guys definitely pull up to the XPX space later on, because there will be some alpha that I will be talking about later on as far as what we got going on for November for XPX and possibly some other groups as well. So do not miss out for that, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But if you guys are wondering, like, what's going on? What's this pump? Well, here we go. 2-hour chart. Man, look at that, breaking the 200 moving average. And you're like, well, why is that so important? Well, look, on this 2-hour chart, we've never hit the 200 moving average. And that's why it's been like this. Thanks for the BNB. Thank you for pulling up. We're going to give away some more BNB. I want you guys to win the 5K. It's very easy. You guys don't have to use that BNB to try to win the 5K. You guys can use that BNB for whatever you guys like. But it is one of the easiest way to get into an entry, and I'm trying to make it easy for everybody to win. I've been giving away hundreds of dollars almost every single day. So you guys do the math on that. And I'm showing you guys that I want you guys to be able to get a solid position. I know the markets are going to snap back, and you're going to wish that you had a bag in there, because 5K giveaway at $2 million market cap. That is super easy, fam. Somebody's going to win that. And that's going to be a lot of fun to see somebody really excited. I really would like it to be somebody who, really needs it. But even if it's somebody who doesn't need it, we have such a great community. It might be somebody who just, gives it back. Who knows? Who knows? Right here, 200 moving average being broken on this right here for BTC, and that's why we're seeing some of that price action that we're loving right now. Let's go down to the 1 hour chart. Might as well just go ahead and layer this all the way up. Here we go. I mean, look at this. When we're underneath this 200 moving average, since over here at 121, Rico, bad money is here. Okay, bring in that bad money. Right here, if you guys see this, since we broke underneath the 200 moving average, it was 121 Bitcoin. $121,000 Bitcoin. We broke underneath the 200 moving average, and it was just been bearish, bearish, bearish. It hasn't been that fun. Somebody, the euphoric it's like, what's going on? And you're like, well, it's pumping up right now. What's going on? Here we go. This 1 hour chart. Does this not look great right here? What's going on? A clear break over the 50, a clear break over the 200 moving average. And I know sometimes it gets like redundant, and I apologize for that, but this is how we keep this stuff sharp. Like just like when we're, watching for the downside risk, now we get to do the fun part because it seems like the charts are turning around and we can be like looking at the upside potential, right? Or if you're shorting this, you might want to start thinking about your upside risk right now because, we're seeing some clear breaks over that biggest bear bull indicator, which is that 200 moving average, and that's why we're seeing that right now. And I know during this time right here, and we're talking and we're trying to get an idea where prices are going to go, it gets boring. It's like, come on, man, just tell us when it's going to pump. Well, right here, right now, boom, we got the break over the 200. This is when the charts start to react a certain way because, hey, the consensus says this is something bullish. So right here, let's see if this is the beginning of us holding above the 200 moving average on the 1 hour. On the 2 hour, where this break continues above the 200 moving average, right? And starts to push towards this upper valley range of 115. And the same thing follows over here for the 3 hour, where instead of just touching the 200 moving average, we're starting to break it, right? And then we're starting to go through this upper valley range at 117. And so it just keeps, going all the way to this higher time frame. And then this is where we get some of that price action that we really want, right? That 4 hour chart, green candle well over the 200 moving average, BTC headed towards 117, 118, breaking the upper valley range, starting to go towards that price discovery of that all-time highs of 126. That'd be awesome once again, right? And that could happen very fast in this market. All right, so keep your eyes because the markets are looking hot, the money's coming right back in. So let's go on and look at some more of these plays and see some of this. We got XRP up. We'll go right into XRP right here. XRP, what's going on? Okay, break above the 50, working to get above the 200. Let's see what it looks on the lower time frames. This is how you're like, okay. So this is why we're seeing this. Look at how it's squeezing to get into that 200 moving average. Look at this 2 hour chart. It's this 2 hour chart is showing you a lot. There's a lot of info right here on this 2 hour chart. Even if we just zoom in, let me take these pivot points off just so they don't make it too loud. My charts say the fun is just starting as well. This is Razzle Bad Money from Rare Evo. Oh, nice, man. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, man. What's up, bro? What's up, man? What's up, fam? You know what's crazy? I just been talking to come to the XPX space, Bad Money. Come to the XPX space later on because of Rare Evo, we're going to be doing something really, really cool with XPX. It's really cool. And it's going to be some people from the Rare Evo event. Maybe you can, I don't want to give away too much. Just pull up to the space later on. I'm going to share the link right now just so you have it. And maybe you can pull up to the space later on. But, man, that Rare Evo event was so nice, man. We got to meet so many great people. Of course, Bad Money, you being one of them, a.k.a. Razzle. But, man, the last few days, so something's going on. I don't know. I think, and I believe that life is like a hopeless romantic, and it's kind of poetic. And it's funny because, we're talking to all the Rare Evo people lately. So, pretty bullish. I think it's pretty bullish. So that's the link for the space later on. If you guys are wanting to see what's going on with this, definitely pull up to the space. 12 p.m. Las Vegas time or 3 p.m. Eastern time is this space right here. 3 p.m. Eastern time for this. Come show your own project. Let me know what you got going on. All that good stuff. But we're going to be talking about what XPX has going on as well. Of course, people getting pumped up about the 5K giveaway. We'll talk about that in just a bit. XRP fam, this is what we got going on right now. You're like, hey, what's going on? Well, look, this, like I said, this 2 hour chart's giving us so much information because ever since right here, this little break at $2.94, Sharon, what's up? I love this. You are Rico. We are, man. We are, man. We are all rich, man. I promise you guys, man. This is what we got to do. So check this out. Ever since this moment right here at $2.95, we could say $3. Right at this, that round number of the $3, $2.95. It breaks underneath the 200 moving average. It already broke underneath the 50, but look at the break underneath the 200. How it just, man, it's not fun when it does that, right? So if you guys are wondering, like, hey, when is this chart gonna get fun again? Like, when this thing's gonna get positive for me? Like, when is it gonna feel like, I want to call everybody and tell everybody that, hey, I'm so bullish on XRP. It's like we gotta wait for that 200 moving average to be broken. And right now we got this candle going right towards the 200 moving average, and we go down to the 1 hour chart. We see why, with BTC breaking out, we see exactly why we're seeing everything else have a little bit of fun, right? Because now in the 1 hour chart, we're starting to see almost everything is breaking out of that 200 moving average, and we're seeing that bullish momentum spark, right? This is where, not financial advice, the longs should be taken because this is where that trend is starting to say, hey, Rico, Sharon, Psychedelic Angel, Delatoshi, check it out. Everybody bullish on XRP. We're finally breaking over the 200 moving average. We haven't done that in a while. We've been fighting underneath this 200, first to 50, breaking above the 50, hitting the 200. They're like, that's your first attempt, buddy. Get back underneath there. Okay, fine. We'll come back around. And this is where you have that second attempt. And this is where a bullish trade would have happened right here. Boom, boom, going up. That's good. But of course, the market does some fake out sometimes. But this trade right here, a lot of people should consider consider it. Not financial advice. I'm not saying take this trade, but I'm saying this is what these winning trades start to look like when you've had this thing just pressed and pressed and pressed, and now you're finally seeing that break over that 200 moving average on XRP. And if it continues to hold above it on the 1 hour, it's going to break above it on the 2 hour, come to this upper valley range of 263. It'll continue being bullish. It'll come over here on the 3 hour, getting closer to it over here to fill this gap on the upper valley range of 270. And then the 4 hour one, which is one of the most important ones, because the minute it does these and it fills this gap, it'll have enough momentum to just keep a rally going up to 286, back into 290, and possibly breaking back over $3, which is what most people in XRP want to see. All right, let's go to BNB. Man, Clash is looking good. I was getting DMs when Clash was pulling back. Like, I was like, hey, bro, George is the dev of Clash. We found it early. I'm bullish on it. I mean, I think it's an easy hold on Solana. I think it's an easy hold. But when it was pulling back, people were hitting me up like, hey, because you told us about it early. It's like, bro, I even told you guys about these exact same supports. It actually pulled back lower, but that's the market. Nobody can call that like perfectly. You're just following it, right? So, BNB right now. Let's go into BNB. We'll get into Solana. And we'll talk about Clash as well. Definitely this 5K giveaway, super important for you guys to get in on this 5K giveaway. I almost should just get you guys to, I'm sure you guys got the contract address, but let me just post it for you guys right now. Let me refresh this, give you guys this. Maybe you guys want to enter where I'm live. You never know. That's a smart tool link. Let me grab the swap link. Perfect. This is a swap. I suggest using Smart DeFi because it's just smoother, it's easier, and you guys can stake it right away, but you guys can also go to like Pancake Swap or something like that if you guys like. But this is where you guys can buy it, get in for that 5K, stake it right away, make some money while you're holding it. And yeah, so that's the link right there if you guys are wondering, all right? Had to do that when speaking about BNB. BNB daily chart. We still got some sell signals, fam. Those sell signals are present, right? We do got the parabolic SAR still bam, 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 bam. Still holding strong. We could be bouncing off this 50 moving average, but the 4 hours what's going to tell us what's going on. It's like, hey, what's going on with the 4 hour? And this is where this is what these trades look like, okay? Now, the market's getting warmed up again, right? We're kind of feeling it. We're feeling it, right? We could tell that it's feeling a little bit better, a little bit better, right? The spaces feel a little bit more bullish. The TGs feel a little bit more active, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you should be able to go with the ebb and flow of life no matter what. You can't just be lit nonstop and think that that's going to be sustainable. So, when the markets get boring, if you got to chillax, chillax. If you don't and you're high sprung, then just keep doing what you're doing, right? Here we go right now with BNB. This is what these trades look like. This is the 4-hour chart. We're having this break over the 200 moving average. It still hasn't broke over the 50, but you see this point of control up here. This could be a really cool looking trade. And I like when you can get to the point where you're calling it like a cool looking trade, right? Because you almost want to have fun with this. You don't want to make this stuff crazy difficult. You're already going to make it difficult because that's what humans like to do. So you might as well start to figure out a way to, make this fun for you. And I found out the best way to make this fun is by making money off of it, right? Being patient. Right here, here goes the 3-hour. We're still underneath this 200 or the 200 moving average. But what's interesting is this. It's not pretty, I'll tell you that. But we got some of this, that case of that shape, right? That pattern of the first mouse, the second mouse. It doesn't have to be picture perfect, but that is that shape that happens quite a bit, right? And we know it, right? We know that shape. And here we go, where it still needs some work to do, right? No buy signal on the 4-hour, no buy signal on the 3-hour. Let's go. How low can we go? Now, this is where we're seeing where the work has to still be done. But these trades right here are the ones that turn into a little bit of those runners because the market has been squeezed. The market's still a little bit fearful. You're starting to see this kind of bullish momentum. You're still waiting for your setup. Maybe you're trading this on the 1-hour, 4-hour, and daily. And you're like, man, this 1-hour chart gets above the 200 moving average. I'm going for it. If it gets above this 200 moving average, I'm going to go for it. Why? Because it can most likely trade into this gap, and this gap on BNB will trade right up to like about $1,200 and most likely have enough momentum to go a lot higher to the upper value range of almost $1,300. Why? Because the minute it flips this one on this 1-hour chart, it's going to do it on the 2-hour chart. It's going to do it on the 3-hour chart. And maybe it only does it on 1 hour, then the 2-hour, and that's the end of the trade. But if it starts to stack up where it starts to roll them all over, that's where you have yourself a serious runner. And this is kind of what they look like. This is kind of how it's almost like really quiet. The markets are coming back, and it's like this is kind of what this setup starts to. Here you go, that break over the 200. It's still got some dancing to do. It's still got some more sideways trading to go a little bit, but you start going into these smaller time frames, you can see how things get bullish above this 200 moving average. So 4-hour, let's go to the 1-hour chart, and then this is what we're going to be looking at right here. This, getting to 1200, getting up to about 1200 and a half, and really just getting above this 200 moving average on this 1-hour chart can be very bullish for like the continuation of how this market's going right now, right? So BNB looking good, looking like it wants to come back up to that $1,200 range, possibly even going back to, $1,200 and a half, 1,250, possibly 1,300. If it can do that, everybody starts going BNB back to all-time high, a little bit of FOMO sprinkled on it. Nothing wrong with that. BNB still holding relatively well. I mean, $1,100, fam, right? Even with that market shakeout, $1,100 BNB. That's impressive. Let's go to Ethereum next. This one's been a little bit meh for sure. Always doing what Ethereum does. But same case. This is how you can see how this stuff is super fractal because it doesn't even matter what we're looking at. It's like, man, here we are underneath the 200. We're waiting for this stuff to kind of happen on all these time frames all over again, right? So it's like pick your asset that you like, pick your select few that you like to trade, and be like, hey, I'm not trading this thing till it gets above the 200 moving average, or I'm shorting that thing nonstop. So long as it's underneath the 200 moving average, I'm going to short it nonstop, right? And you're seeing same thing with ETH. Why it's starting to look a little bit bullish is, well, it's breaking above the 200. The rest of the market's feeling a little bit of excitement. If it starts stacking these up, just like everything else, just like BTC, just like BNB, XRP, all the ones that we're looking at, these things start to stack up, that this one stays above the 200. This one breaks above the 200. This one starts to tap the 200 and they start to roll over. This is where you start to, catch yourself one of those runners. And some of these prices on Ethereum, I'll go on the 4-hour chart for ETH because this upper valley range is at $4,300. So this is a price that I would be looking at for ETH to, if it can break some of these lower time frames, some of these lower time frame 200 moving average, you will see it roll over this 200 moving average with enough momentum to, turn ETH to a $4,300 ETH, possibly even fill this gap right here, go up to this upper shelf right around $4,500. All right. So that's the prices on ETH right there. Right now, what's nice is we're looking towards the upside. Notice that, there was a moment where we were just like down. We sounded like the Akon song, and even like there was like a reggaeton remix of it that was like down. It was like the whole song was about down, down, down. It was like, geez, and that's sometimes what we got to talk about, right? When we're in this ugly predicament over here, a little bit of this shape that we see on. It doesn't matter what time frame, right? We see that shape, that W shape, and it's an M shape on the top because it's all fractal. So it's like a mirror looking at itself. But right now, the markets are looking good. I like where the markets are headed. I think everybody can agree that we're feeling pretty bullish on the markets. These lower time frames are breaking above these 200 moving averages. So let's ride that wave right there. Let's get bullish and active because we still got some work to do, man. We still can, make this stuff happen. Bitcoin still hasn't touched this yellow and orange. This is why this could have really been a correction. I know most people want to say that's it. It's over. It's a crash. But it does seem like the Fed wants to print some more. It does seem like we do got interest rate cuts that are supposed to happen. Usually the end of the year is bullish. So this could have been that last correction. When you look at the overall prices of the market, yeah, I mean, they did their dance. I mean, they had their dancing shoes on and they did a dance for everybody, right? But we still have a lot of things that have not been checked off the list as far as, this Bitcoin rainbow chart that for the most part always fulfills this little going into the yellow and orange. So, this yellow and orange up here, we're still talking about, man, how does that sound? 200 and some $1,000 BTC. The upper range on that green one is 176,000 BTC. That would be like, whoa. That would be like, then everybody would look back at this moment of this wipeout as a correction, right? It's always hard to, when you're in it, because it's happening, it's so hard to understand because you're like, that's it. The sky's falling. It's the end of the world. That's it. No, back it up. Sell everything, stable up. It's a wrap, right? So that's not the case. There's still some things that need to be checked off the list. And this thing could be, a correction. It could be a correction. When you look at the prices of the overall market, it's like if it was the crash, I don't think we would be holding above, over 110 BTC. I don't think we'd be holding a BNB over $1,100, right? So yeah, it hurt, it stung. A lot of people deleted their accounts and they're gone for good. They don't even want to talk about crypto. But when you look at the prices, okay, these are not wipeout prices. If BTC would have been at 90, 86, we're starting to go down to 70. It's like, okay, now it's like, what the heck, right? But BNB possibly going back down, to 600, down to 500. Going back to the same prices I told everybody to load up at 450 on BNB, I would be like, okay, possible crash. But I think we have to accept that although it was an ugly correction, as far as the prices look right now, I think it's safe to say that it was a correction because we're holding decent prices. We got the Space Penguins. We got Kenny up in here. He says, that sounds good. Kenny says, that sounds good. Kenny's now, he says, you know what, Rico? I'm not sure yet. And that's fine. That's, not everybody's sure. Some people are saying that's it. I saw a lot of spaces. I saw a lot of people saying, that's it. Market's done. No more fun. That's it. Pack it up. It's done. But you got great projects like Clash right here recovering really quick. This is Clash recovering really fast right here. Already back at $32 million market cap. What's interesting is I drew this line right here a while back. I mean, it was over here. It was trading over here. And most people would have been like, dude, why are you even drawing this line? But here goes. It did trade even against this line. Isn't that wild? Because that trend is just a trend, right? You could just see all these tops. And it's just wild that it like markets respect that so much. And this is an example of that because this was trading up here when we drew this. And now we're down here. And yeah, Clash has recovered. I think when Clash breaks back over 50 million, a lot of people who cheated will just most likely, buy back in. And I think a lot of people who cheated on their favorite projects, most likely that's what's going to happen. If you got a solid community, that's what you want to have. That's what you want to have. You want to have a solid community during these times. Like that market shakeout, what did it wipe out? It wiped out a lot of fugazi stuff. A lot of stuff that was fugazi, a lot of stuff that didn't have no traction. It wiped that stuff out. But if it has a community, right? If it has like somebody that's represented it, it stood strong. It's still here. A lot of people should really, man, you should really give yourself a lot of credit because it's not easy. It's not easy what just happened, last week. It's already gone by so fast, right? It's already more than last week, a week and a half ago. I saw Clash down to 20 million last week, and not financial advice to anybody, but I think anytime you see Clash on a dip until George stops streaming, it's a play. It's not always the meme that I go after. It's like his work ethic. That guy's been going nonstop. It's like let him cook, let him cook. Yeah, markets are gonna do. I mean, am I surprised it did this? No, because it did what it's supposed to. It broke 5 million. It broke 10 million. It came back down to 5 million, just like we always see. And the minute it broke 10 million, it catapulted. And obviously, he has a big following. Once it catapulted past this 25 million, plus his following that was missing this, now they're all aping in. But this still has a lot of potential to come, roaring right back to life. I would not sleep on Clash. That's why I got Clash right here. We're actually going to bring up a couple plays before we get to XPX and the 5K giveaway. Just letting the stream fill up, and then, we'll get into that. But you don't want to sleep. Even some plays, man, the way they snap back to life, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. I was looking at some examples earlier today. I'm going to show you guys them right now, actually. So, for those who were asking me in the DMs, am I still bullish on Clash? Yes, very bullish. I'm not shocked to see it snapping back like this. And I think once it breaks past 50, we'll get this thing roaring, to break that $100 million market cap. Once it breaks $100 million market cap, there's somebody listening right now that is going to buy higher when they could have got it right now. That's just what's going to happen, okay? So bullish on Clash. Let's see, that's what's nice about OBS. Okay, let me turn this off over here, turn that on. Bam. All right, so let's go into to some other plays. I had some examples that I was just looking at, just before the stream started, just hanging out. I was looking at the tickers I had set up. I was like, should I take them down? But I was like, you know what? There's a good example here. So Grippy was one that we were covering, right? We got it up on the ticker. Still alive. This play still, I know the chart's like, Rico, are you sure this is still alive? Are you sure that Grippy can get a grip of this? And I'm waiting for the Grippy community to pull up. It's good when they pull up. But if you look at this, you might be like, nope, man, don't want to do it. Not the right time. But these Matt Fury plays come back to life because I was looking at some examples because, this is what you do. You just look for examples and how things, right when you least expect it. If you only put in what you're willing to lose, they'll have these pops because we were talking about Grippy over here, right? Granted, it did go up past 5 mil. It didn't do the 10 million and higher. It did a shorter. It didn't do the pattern exactly. But we did have like getting in early into a Matt Fury play that, we could have made some money on. I'm sure a lot of you guys did. And, now I made a trade on Grippy. Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm about to show you guys another one that's just pretty interesting how they can come back to life because if it's a solid community, this might be a point where you add a little bit to it if you missed it, right? Let's say, or if you exited already, you're like, okay, well, it's at 6 something. Maybe I sprinkle it right here at 6 something. And you're like, why would I do that? Maybe this thing is dead. Well, this is what I was doing before the stream. I was looking at some examples because I saw this late last night and it already turned right back around. But this is how funny this market is. When you least expect it, things that just snap back into life like this. Like, look at this blocky one that we were talking about forever. We got into it super early. It was like, I think, honestly, like 200K. It was like right when it launched almost. It was like brand new. And it had a lot of potential. It had a funny little meme and all this stuff. It only went up to 1 million, so you could made a little bit of money on it. And then, okay, boom, it died out, right? And just fizzled out, most people would say. And next thing you know, late last night, I'm like, what the heck? 200, it had more than this in volume. It's already dying down, but it had, it was trending on ETH, and it was, you know, now it's 240K in volume. And it went over that $1 million market cap. And obviously people sold and stuff like that, which is, it's meme coins. They're meme coins. They're Matt Fury meme coins. This is what's going to happen, right? But it just goes to show you that sometimes some of these plays, if you only put in, it doesn't take that much sometimes. If you get in early enough, and that's sometimes what we really get to do. I mean, Clash was 360K. Grippy was super early. Blocky Boy was super early. So many plays so early that it only takes a little bit of you building that consistency with just a little bit that it'll turn into a lot. Okay, so yeah, now Blocky Boy has pulled back and it's at 237, but the community's lit enough and they got enough attention where they can turn this thing right back around. This would be a good point for them to be like, hey, we're turning this right back around. Let's check their X and see what they're talking about. But that's kind of that example with that Grippy play, right? You want to find those, like, because you can trade these. You can trade these. So 6 hours ago, there you go. XT exchange. XT will list Blocky Boy. So more marketing going on right here. A nice little campaign with Biconomy right here. Pretty cool. And yeah, not bad. So still alive, still making posts. People still talking about it. People saying, hey, Blocky Boy's here making noise. And we seen that pump just come out of nowhere. So this market is wild, fam, right? We don't know. This market is wild, right? This is why you gotta tread lightly, fam. Make sure you guys give me a follow at Rico Moneybags over here. If you guys are new to the channel, this is where we go live. This is where, we met a lot of great people out there at the Rare Evo event. This is where you guys get to find out the latest and greatest of what we're talking about. So like that, you guys are not missing out, right? Let's go through some more plays. And then, yeah, we're just letting the stream build up because we're going to be talking about 5K giveaway. And then we're going to be giving away some more BNB. Been giving away crazy amount of BNB on a daily basis. It's wild. It needs to stop, actually. You guys are not sharing the stream enough. Feetcoin, you know what? Not Feetcoin. Yeah, he's 35 minutes late today. Yeah. Well, at least we know it's not going to rain. All right, so we got a fire play right here that I got for you guys that I don't want you guys to miss out on. I want you guys to lock in with me on this, okay? I need you guys to lock in with me on this, like almost like how the Polyfi meta thing was a thing and it just came out of nowhere. Just be patient with this one. Put in what you can put in. Don't overdo it. Whatever you can put in. Easy place to hold the bag. These guys are not going to fade Jesus coin. Are you crazy? If you're looking for a play on Ethereum, this is that play. And there's some really, really cool things coming right around the corner. You guys do not want to miss out for this. Very, 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 couple more varies, fantastic community in this project. So get ready to see more from Jesus Coin right around the corner. And I think this is an easy hold for him, honestly. And if you guys want to learn more about not just Jesus Coin, but also the crypto church, come give them a follow over here at X Crypto Church. Okay, make sure you guys give them a follow. They got something going on every day of the week. And this is the meta that I'm telling you guys about. This is going to be a thing in crypto no matter what. Whether Jesus Coin does it, whether Rico's the one telling you about it, whether you guys are on the stream hearing me talk about it, this is going to be a thing no matter what. Everything. Prophet Bear, you had a good point a while back where like the church has never like turned its cheek on technology. Like it has cameras, it has microphones, it has instruments, it's been in the monetary system. I mean, this is gonna happen. So I'm letting you guys know, get used to this. Get used to like just how a lot of people didn't think that everybody would be working remote. Like look at how many people started. I'm gonna get some Jesus coin. Thank you, bro. I'm really rocking with this community. I got something special coming very soon. For this community, this community, this project, they're amazing. So you guys get a bag right now. I'm actually here. I'll post a contract address for you, so you got the right one, bro. I have a bag of Jesus coin. I'm gonna hold it nonstop. I'm just gonna hold it. I've been accumulating Jesus coin as well. I think this is an easy hold. And when you look at market cap to liquidity ratio, if you've been in the space, you know that you shouldn't turn the cheek on that. That's bullish right there. 1.5 million, 1.5 million in liquidity. Most projects with 1.5 million in liquidity are cruising at like $60 million market cap. So the liquidity here is super thick. This is a solid play, and a play that went to 90 million already once. I've said this many times before. I got into Jesus right here. I got into Jesus coin in this section right here. I could have G'd it my bag right here, but I'm playing the long game on this. I think Jesus coin is one of those plays, especially with that liquidity, that can creep into the top 100 cryptocurrencies very easily. And as retail, which if you're bullish on crypto, and you keep talking about you want retail to come in, when you go out to retail, do you guys not see churches? Do you guys not see how many Christians there are out there? And we keep saying like, oh, I want retail to come in. I can't wait to. You better find things that retail's gonna like when they come in. What if that wish comes true tomorrow? What if your wish that I want retail to just come in here already? What if it comes and the next thing you know, retail and probably over 50% of them know who Jesus is, and they're gonna be very easy for them to buy a bag. You can be like, how did I not get a bag of something that, of course, when retail would come in, they would want to buy? That's the math that I'm trying to math for you guys right now. My grandpa used to go to church every Sunday, but he has coat and watches churches on computer from home. Church from home could get big. Yes, bro. It's already been a thing, right? Let's be honest. So, we got, the TV stations, right? So seeing the church on spaces, I think people should really understand that this is a thing. A lot of people probably didn't. I'm sure there was a time where people never thought that church would be, on TV. But it's kind of prophecy. If you guys want to talk about a little bit of stuff, it's kind of prophecy. How else would everybody be able to see some of the things all at once, right? It's like, how did it know that? It's like, wait a minute. So maybe this is that. At least buy a ticket. What if the ticket was buying a bag right here? That's so funny. God, you guys know that this is a great play right here. Great community. Like I said, a lot of cool stuff coming right on. Okay, breathing issue. Can't walk far without sitting down to take a breather. Man, yes. It's the ability to have church everywhere your phone is. I mean, that's the era that we live in. We have everything now. You think the church should be left out of having? So what? We get everything else now. I can get a egg roll, just one egg roll delivered right now to my house, but I can't from my phone. But I can't get the word delivered. It's like, come on. So of course this makes sense. I think people get caught up a little bit. I understand. People, and you know what? I think this is the best way to get people to shake a little bit of that off is through the way they did this like this. And I think it's pretty ironic. Me and Jesus rocking the shades. I love it. And I think we're going to have a moment where everybody's rocking some shades and we're making some pictures of that rocking some shades because that is extremely bullish, fam. So no matter what religion you're from, take a look at this, okay? Because I think there's going to be other ones that come out. And we saw one that came out as Jew Coin. I'm not sure where it's at now. But we know that this is going to be a meta. I did good during the Polyfi meta because I just saw that it was a meta that came out. This is going to be a meta as well, and it's actually for a good cause by real good people. It's a real church. They have their nonprofit. This is not something fugazi. They got their 501c3. This is what you want. The art is fire. These are real people, real Christians, real crypto church doing real good things. So go ahead, come check it out at X Crypto Church. All right, so you know what, man? We do the streams are so bullish. Let's go to XPX because I know you guys want to know about this 5K giveaway. And you're like, Rico, what's going on with this 5K giveaway? I want to get this 5K giveaway. Well, first off, you can get in right now. You don't even got to wait for the 5K giveaway. You know, you can get in right now. It's $25 entry. It's the easiest entry to get in. And a lot of you guys might know, those who don't know, this is the project I launched on Smart DeFi. Very, very bullish platform. If you guys come over here, come over to smartdefi.com. There's plenty great projects on here. You got your Noma token, RWA projects. You got your space penguins doing charitable events. I mean, and they got the receipts to prove it. They're not just saying, "Hey, we're helping things out. We're gonna do it later on." You know, Scott Soliner. They're doing it. They got the receipts to do it, and that's impressive. And that's what we want. You got, of course, XPX, the project I launched with David Marlone and Ali right here. It's been over 16 months. We're here holding strong, over $1 million market cap, fam. Healthy daily chart. And really, we got some crazy incentives to just get this break of this all-time high done and over with and get some hype around this great project that it really is, right? We do off-ramp solutions. This is our daily chart of over 16 months. And as you can tell, this is a solid team. This is a solid community. Speedy the Turtle up in here. Thanks again. No, thank you guys for pulling up. We're going to do another giveaway. I'm still giving away more BNB because with that BNB, it's up to you guys what you guys use it for. You guys do not have to buy XPX with it, but you could get into that 5K giveaway, which is, fam, it's at $2 million market cap. We're at $1 million market cap. We just have to go to $2 million market cap, which it's in crypto. This happens all the time. So at $2 million market cap, we give somebody $5,000. At $5 million market cap, we're giving away 5K, 1K to 5 different winners at $5 million market cap. At $10 million market cap, because now we got the utility. We have the utilities rolled out. We're happy about utility. We got the best smart contracts where I'll go into the details, but I'm going to talk about what you guys want to hear. At $10 million market cap, 10K giveaway. Because now it's just time for the pump. That's what we're going to do, right? And I got to give a big shout out to the devs of Smart DeFi. You know, all of them, all the devs, even the ones that are quiet and they don't take a lot of credit for what they've done with this. This is an amazing platform, honestly. And this is why that's a daily chart of a project 16 months old. Come on, fam. That's beautiful. This is crypto. That's what the chart. That's one of the greatest looking charts on a daily chart for a project that's 16 months old. Why? Well, right out the gate, we came out with staking, right? Because this platform that we launched XPX on, XPayX, came out with staking. So everybody's making passive income. Everybody has asset backing, which what it did was continue to accumulate BNB, which we have right here in this right here. So let's refresh this. The 65K was yesterday. Let's refresh it. Still 65K because BNB really didn't move that much. But we've accumulated so far 59.4 BNB. So this smart contract has allowed us to have tokenomics that allow people to take out a 30-day interest-free loan using that pool that has been getting generated from the tokenomics that we have set for XPX. Why would we want that? Well, of course, we're an off-ramp solution project. That's some bullish stuff to have. If we're waiting for retail and we want to have things for retail, retail understands savings, and that's what staking is. Retail understands debt or loans, and that's what lending is. But they need a way to be able to off-ramp that, right? If they made that passive income, if they wanted to take out a 30-day interest-free loan, would they not want to have the tools, the utility, right, to take off that loan, that 30-day interest-free loan, use it in the real world? That's what we're doing for individuals, and that's why this project has been here very strong, over 6 figures in paid orders. Man, we got some more utility coming out right around the corner. You guys don't want to miss. I'm actually going to click on something right now. We might just see it live. We might see it live because there's updates going on. There's some updates going on right now, but right now you guys can come over here and do non-KYC bill payments. So you don't have to KYC in 10 countries. You guys know some expansions are coming. We got non-KYC gift cards, bullish. We have KYC MasterCards, KYC virtual cards, and 100K limit on these MasterCards. Extremely bullish, allowing you guys to off-ramp 70 different cryptocurrencies. And that would be bullish if it was just individuals being able to off-ramp that. That's bullish. Okay. I mean, individuals being able to do that and off ramp their cryptocurrency, because obviously you guys are planning to be financially free. You would need to be free to spend your finances, right? If you're going to do this crypto dance and you're going to, print on these meme coins or NFTs or metaverse, whatever it might be that you print on, utility play, RWA, whatever it might be, you're going to need a way to be able to spend it, because I'm counting on you to do it, right? I'm giving you the tools. There's no red tape. You don't have to hold XPX. You don't have to do the Macarena. You don't have to do the YMCA. You just have to come over here to xpxpay.com and get yourself a card, because I'm counting on you to make money off these meme coins. I'm counting on you to make money off of these different blockchains. I'm counting on you to do these things. And that's why the tools are right here for you guys to be able to use this in print. It's right there, because you have to have these things, right? So XPX is giving you guys the tools. What makes this even that much more bullish, we're also giving businesses this same tool. So if you're a business out there and you want to accept those same 70 different cryptocurrencies, the list has actually grown on multiple blockchains, because we got World Liberty Finance on there now. So the list has actually grown to over 70 different cryptocurrencies and multiple blockchains. So but if you want to be a business that accepts cryptocurrency, I mean, that's super cool. But if you want to take it a step further and be a business that also is able to pay their employees in cryptocurrency, let me know so we can upgrade your business account. And just best believe that this is going to be a way of the future. Just like how, those POS machines came out of nowhere and nobody realized them and people started swiping. And just like how people started inserting and then people started tapping. And it's just going to be a normal way of life. So if you guys want to get a head start on how the world is going to work through cryptocurrency, X pays X marks the spot, fam. Okay, let's come over here to our X account, give you guys an update on this 5K giveaway, some of the details on it, and then we'll do this BNB giveaway right now. So like that, you guys can use that BNB to, I don't know, spend it on Rico and buy me some coffee or something. I don't know, or we'll see what you do with it, right? So right now we got this 5K giveaway right here. One entry, $25. That's super easy. $100, 5 entries. $500, 30 entries. 70 entries, $1,000, fam. And this is going to be pretty nice. I want to win this as well. So get your bags, park them up in here. Make sure you guys hold. When we hit $2 million market cap, we're at 1 million right now. When we hit $2 million market cap, that's 5K to one person. Winner takes all. Our all-time high is 2.7, right? All-time high is 2.7. Giving away 5K at $2 million market cap is pretty bullish. There should be quite a bit of FOMO around there, right? A lot of excitement, because, when you break all-time high, it usually continues to push pretty hard. So I would keep an eye on, that momentum continuing and having a bag in XPX, because at $5 million market cap, we're giving away another 5K. And at 10 million, we're going to give away 10K, fam. We got the utilities rolled out. Now it's time just to get the pump and the FOMO coming in. And we're willing to incentivize everybody to help us get the word out there about X pays X. All right, so that's the utility side of XPX. And we'll come over here and we'll come to the winner's wheel really quick. All right, let's put hashtag XPX in the chat really quick. And then I'll add you guys to the list right here. We'll do a poll on this BNB giveaway, and then we're going to talk about Just Shop Crypto, which I'm so bullish on, and then you guys can let me know what you guys are buying in this crazy market that we're in. But hashtag XPX right now. We got dynamite right here. Let me scroll this before it just takes off on me, because it just happens out of nowhere, right? Appreciate you guys pulling up, man, for sure. Bullish community. Let me get the song going too. How about that? Let's get the song going. It gets me hyped up. It gets me hyped up. I love this space. And AI is so cool. This was not around for the last bull market. The fact that AI is doing this for us is crazy. Here we go. What? We got jams dedicated to what we're doing? That's crazy. Oh, almost dropped that. We got a candle lit for you guys. I almost burned myself right now. Gotta have that. The vibe set, Okay, let's get to this. so funny. It's so cool that we could just make music like this.
AF, I said bullish AF, XPX, 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 XPX,
Bebo.
XPX, 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 XPX.
Oops. Trying to do it too fast. Keep spamming the chat, fam. We got you guys up in here, so you know the chat belongs to you guys. The chat belongs to you guys, man. This is your guys' channel, honestly. I've been trying to get this thing popping for you guys. You guys thought this was for me? I've been trying to get this thing popping for a while. Master Chief, man, that sounds cool. I went to military school, so I got to. That's why I got to fly in the Cessna, because Master Chief was in charge of the flight simulator, and yeah, so 15 and a half years old, I got to fly in a Cessna. So I'm not sure your Master Chief crypto though, so that's nice. Let's run it back one more time. Let's run the song one more time. I'm sure you guys don't mind, just to give everybody a chance to get their names in. Appreciate you guys pulling up, sharing the stream. Like I said, the more numbers we get, the more projects we get to find, the more communities we get to find. It's all a numbers game, fam. So if you guys can help out, that's what we do. Here we go. More BNB for you guys. Appreciate you guys pulling up. We got Roger here. Sheriff be winning the money, I swear. Yeah, if I miss you, don't feel bad. Just keep spamming it. I'm not Smoke a Toshi. I like that one. Smoke a Toshi. How is that not a coin? Okay, we got almost everybody. I don't want to leave nobody out. We got just about everybody. Jamal's here now. Like, if you're next to somebody, tell them to get on YouTube and do it. Tell them, say, hey, get on YouTube on your phone right now. He's gonna give away some money. I want some of that Rico money. I want some of that bad money. That's what I want. Oh man, I love this space so much. All right, we got it right there. We got Zach Attack will be the last one. Appreciate you guys. Don't feel bad. Don't hate me, okay? Oh, still got a little bit of music going. We'll add somebody else. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Either we got some Nissan people just pulled up. All right. We're going to pull this one like this right now for you guys. I appreciate you guys pulling up so much. Man, You guys are such a vibe. Honestly, you guys make this so, and use this for whatever you guys like. This B&B, I don't, throw it up in the air, wave it like you just don't care. However you guys like, or get in for that 5K giveaway. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I can't wait to see us hit that $2 million market cap to give that 5K away, because it's just gonna light the whole little ecosystem up. So, hey, this is us putting our own money forward to do this, and even at higher market caps. Yeah. So, me and one of the teammates is doing this one at a $2 million market cap. We have money set aside for that one at $5 million market cap. And me and one of the most bullish whales in the space that loves XPX went and with me to do the 10K giveaway at $10 million market cap. And very generous person, and been doing, man, that's what we're doing. We're just trying to give back at the same time. Okay. So let's pull this right now. Let's see who's going to be the winner, man. Let's go. Sharon be winning. Sharon is, man, she does not play. Sharon does not play. Sharon, man, I'm telling you, your boyfriend, your husband, I'm not sure where that, but somebody's lucky, because I know this is not just happening here. When you're lucky, she just got it. She's got it, fam. Sharon, she knows how to snatch up a W. She knows. I know whoever's next to you probably already knows this. They're like, oh yeah, she's known for that. We take her to the state fair. That's who wins all the games for us. Sharon wins all the games for the family at the fairs. When there's those fairs that come into town or whatever. Let's run another one, because doing one giveaway never feels right, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. Honestly, this is your guys' channel, man. How can you guys get this channel to get more people to pull up? That's the biggest question, because he said rigged. I love AD. That's so good. Let's see. If you win now and your name pops up for saying that is rigged, we're going to double it and pass it to the next. I'm joking. Here we go. Let's pull this one. Let's pull one more, because one just doesn't feel right, man. Let's see what's up. Smokatoshi. I thought it was gonna be Sonya. Sonya be snatching up some W's too. That Smokatoshi stood out, man. That's a good name. So Sharon and Smokatoshi hit me up in the DMs. And that's what's up. We got two winners, and that's more chances for everybody to win this 5K giveaway, which is epic. It's 5K. I'm trying to win it. I'm trying to win it because half of the 5K is one of my teammates, 2,500, because I went half with him on this 5K, and I just want to buy stuff saying that it's his money. That's the only reason. I'm gonna give some of it away. You guys are gonna, if I win, because I've made some entries as well. I'm sure you guys seen some entries, some decent sized entries. If I win, I'm gonna be giving some of it back, and then I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go be like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be eating steak on Ali or something like that, right? Smokatoshi, let's go, man. Congratulations, everybody. What a solid stream. You guys are epic. You guys are epic, 100%. So 5K giveaway is lit. Next thing I want to show to you guys, man, this is so cool. This is something that's going on right now. If you guys have a project and you guys like that project and you want that project to get a little bit more exposure, Just Shop Crypto is doing a really good job at this. Even this limited edition merch right here, and this is something that we could do with any project that's listing on Just Shop Crypto. Yeah, if I win, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have fun with it. Uh, right here, this is something that's really cool though. If you're a project and you're interested on and you got listed on here, and you want some of this limited merch for sure. This is a great idea because this is doing really good. People are copping this merch really, really quick, and I think it's a cool way to see everybody, just have fun with the merch, right? And because we're the one managing this whole thing for us, you guys can have an idea and we'll just update it for you, right? This whole like spooky edition, this limited edition stuff, this is stuff that we can have creative marketing on a regular basis for whatever holidays are coming up for you, or maybe you just want to, hey, we just want something cool this month and we want to do something just for this month. Can you guys update this one thing? We want to do a limit. Yeah, why not? Let's make it happen. Let's do a limited edition thing and get the community hype about, a limited edition merch. I think it's pretty cool. Speaking of merch, I got some BYD-Fi merch. Shout out to BYD-Fi. for sending me a box of merch. That's pretty cool. Nonetheless, limited edition can do an XPX merch. Once it's gone, fam. That's for real now. That's it. We got a real, just shop crypto where once it's gone, it's gone. This is limited edition merch. Don't miss out on this. Come over, $15. That's one Starbucks coffee. That's one Starbucks coffee for you to have that can do drip. And the purple one's nice, but the orange one hits really hard. This orange one should be considered $15. Now coming over here to the XPX one, the black one looks absolutely amazing, and the purple one absolutely looks amazing as well. Black one's hitting pretty hard though, but man, this is $15. 50, that's easy right there. And that's what's so cool about doing this little quick little merch thing and getting the community active, some new posts going. And that's what's cool about Just Shop Crypto. Spooky season. Boo. Can't even get Panda Express for $15. You can't. You can't. It's easily 20 something dollars for Panda Express. Fam, we're doing this for the community to be able to engage and get the communities fully engaged. This is just epic stuff that's being done over here on Just Shop Crypto. Veteran tokens, the next one. IRL event coming up for veteran token that they got almost done, and we're going to see some of that vet merch out there in the real world. He's doing real things. This is a great project. CBC, we've been seeing the CBC merch all around the world already, in Paris, UFC fights, community members, people pulling up to the Crypto Breakfast Club. The Can Do merch. Oh my God, the Can Do merch is, Can Do fam buys their merch. The Can Do fam loves Can Do merch. The hat's doing really good, and the shirt's doing even better. Definitely, you guys get some of this Can Do merch. I almost want to say while it lasts, because this shirt sells really well. This Can Do shirt right here, I mean, it's fire. I get it. It's fire. That's a cool shirt. That's a cool shirt, man. Don't tell me it's not cool. I mean, you got so many color choices for this bad boy. Ooh. You got anything. You got what? Paprika color? Don't tell me you don't want that paprika. Can Do merch is lit, fam. It's fire, and it's doing really good. And we're about to be adding some more to this, so make sure that you guys keep this on your guys' watch over here. Just Shop Crypto, extremely bullish platform for you guys. And if you guys are a project that want to list on here, I got a Panda Express gift card. Anyone want it? I love orange chicken, but orange chicken's not spicy. Orange chicken is not spicy. And yeah, I'll take that gift card. You don't got to tell me twice. I'll order it today. I'll send you a video of me stuffing my face with Panda Express orange chicken, courtesy of AD's gift card. I have. I'm like, AD hooked it up. I'll punch it right in. Oh man, that's so much fun. All right, Just Shop Crypto here for everybody. Come get your guys' brand up on here if you guys got something going on. You guys don't have to be a project. We got Zach Humphrey's brand, so you guys can come over here, check out Zach Humphrey's brand as well. If you guys got something that you guys want to get more exposure on, like we have right here for his QR code, let me know so we can create that QR code for you guys. That QR code would then be on your brand, right? You guys can scan that QR code, bam, and then somebody can scan the QR code and be like, oh, what's this guy got going on? What is his ZH brand about? What is he supporting, right? Boom, or whatever you might got going on in your life that you want people to know about, right? And you're like, hey, scan my QR code. You guys can scan Zach Humphrey's QR code right here and check out his newsletter that he has going on. So if you guys got a newsletter or anything you guys got going on in your life, Just Shop Crypto is not just for projects. It's also for KOLs. It's also for businesses to be able to break out of their echo chamber. I want everybody to understand this is much more than just selling a couple shirts and a couple hats. This is about getting people that are outside of your group that already knows about what you got going on to check out what you got going on. And that's why we got this Just Shop Crypto for everybody. And it's not called xpxmerch.com or candomerch.com or anything. So it's just shopcrypto.com. And I think the domain alone is worth $1 million, to be honest with you. I think the Just Shop Crypto domain is worth is $1 million domain. So come over here to justshopcrypto.com. Come check out everything that's going on over there for Just Shop Crypto. Super bullish, super bullish. And then let me see, you guys got anything you guys want me to check out? We got the Crow Show consolidating right here, doing its thing. This is, the creator coin craze, a little bit kind of cooled down. See where his meme link is at, 606K or 611K, cruising on by. Clash is holding good. Culo has felt a little pullback for sure. Team is still very active, and I think people are sleeping on Culo, which is funny, but this is a solid play. Like, people are very dedicated behind the scenes on this project, and it's just that 20 over 20, that over $20 billion wipeout that hurt everybody. Some people some things people left, but you're seeing right here, posts are being made. You joined the TG, they're active, and this is an easy meta to be, pretty funny. It's a funny meme. This is before the fart coin. This is before all of these. And really, we're waiting for Sui to have that excitement again. I think a lot of the base plays are waiting for that. Like, if you're bullish on some base plays, like, your base plays are waiting for the same exact thing. When base gets super exciting, it's going to pump, really easy for the volume. But Sui's a little bit different. I'm holding a good amount of Sui. I want to see Sui go a little bit higher. Maybe Sui going to, $5. That'd be nice. I think it would bring a lot of excitement towards Sui. So Sui itself still has some work to do, right? But it's not really no slouch either. It's just, it's lower than where that excitement part. So if people are wondering, like, why is it not exciting? Why? Well, it was exciting over here. And the meme coins on Sui were a lot more exciting over here when Sui was almost $5. Well, now it's $2.60. Not that much excitement, and people, the volume dies down. But this is why you want to look for these plays now. Something that was funny, possibly something that's being slept on, because it's cruising right now at 153K market cap, holding pretty strong. And it just takes for it to really break out right here. We started talking about it over here. It started a nice little rally, and then it started to pull back. But if this rally can get back going, and we can just, everybody can accept that correction is over with Bitcoin and all that, and the markets are going to turn around, just getting back over 500K market cap, this project will have momentum that it's looking for. So looking for some of these plays early on is key. If you even look at the top 10 list, you can see that, it's quiet. It's quieter over here on the Sui chain. We got this wall coin. That's what's going on right now. So the walrus, you guys, there's not that much, right? That's the one kind of making all the noise. Somebody could actually just launch something, and just, if they had enough volume, they could probably make enough noise to be trending top 10 and be the next big Sui play, honestly, because it doesn't seem like there's that much competition right here. But it's the overall chain needs that volume to come back, and that's what we're waiting for. We're seeing BTC kind of starting to come back to life. We'll see if the rest of the markets do as well and follow. I do want you guys to come check out our space later on. I'm going to share this link again for you guys. This is in about 2 hours. This XPX space, super bullish space. So definitely pull up for this. If you guys are a project that's listed on Just Shop Crypto, definitely pull up to this. If you guys are a project that's looking to get listed on Just Shop Crypto, definitely pull up to this. If you guys have a project that you guys are bullish on and you guys want us to hear about, so like that I can talk about them on my next live stream, pull up to that space. And if you guys can't do that, man, like, comment, and subscribe, or just continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later, fam.